I always say this again to my clients. How you look like is 80% of what you're eating or what's on your plate. So your kitchen literally makes who you are. 20% is the physical aspect of it. So if you know that you are that, exactly. So if you know that you're that busy and time is really tight for you to just do the full workout to burn off whatever you've eaten, then make sure that what you're eating is just nourishment. Being physically fit or healthy does not mean that you need to go to the gym. You can if you can afford the pricing, right? But if you can't, like I indicated, it's just about the state of your heart. Can you walk about 1 kilometer?
Anybody can walk.
Exactly.
You don't have to pay to walk.
Exactly. For the sisters, I know they want to stay snatched. Can you do squats?
Okay.
Even just about 50 in a day. If you did that consistently, one, the muscles of your legs, the heart is involved, changes everything. For the brothers, they want the shoulders, the chest. Can you do push-ups 50 in a day?
We need to have conversations about equalizing the muscle for the men.
Catch Victoria's Health Diaries every Sunday at 19 hours.
Hi, and welcome to another exciting episode of Victoria's Health Diaries. This is Victoria, and I'm so delighted to be part of your day, your afternoon, whatever time you might be tuning in. I am so excited, and I'm truly honored to be a part of that moment in your day. All right, so today we are talking all things health, as we do always, and we are specifically looking at physical fitness. And I have a good one. We have somebody that has, been an influence in the sphere of physical fitness, and I would like you to get to meet Mr. Mwiya, Michelo, Imasiku. Did I get it right?
You did.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Really short notice, but you showed up.
Anything to do with fitness, I will show up.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me here.
It's an honor. All right, so we have a little, I know we don't have, we'll have sessions where we're going to explore this. We're going to get into the details.
Yep.
But today, I know from the little time that you've given us, I would like to just get to know who you are, like what inspired what you're doing, and we want to get into your life and just get to see how real anybody that sees you from afar, how they can easily relate to what you do and who you are. So who can I say Mr. Imasiku is?
Yeah, that's a very good question. What is so important about that question is I think every time people go through my page, my socials, what's just there is that I'm talking about fitness and health.
Yeah.
And so there are people that always think that this is the only thing that you do.
Yeah.
You know, so you've got all the time, you've got all the energy. You get back home, it's what you're thinking about. You and your colleagues, it's just what you're talking about. But away from that, I have a full-time job.
Okay, interesting.
All right, so I've got a full-time job that I have to report to as early as 8:30, knocking off time as late as 5 p.m. All right, so there's that part. Apart from that, I'm a family man.
Awesome.
I've got a young, beautiful daughter.
Nice. Sure, she should be daddy's girl.
Exactly. Apart from that, I'm a firstborn in my family.
A lot of responsibility.
You know what that means. So I juggle a lot of things. But then away from that again, I'm a certified, of course, fitness trainer. I'm a certified civil engineer.
Oh.
So from time to time, as an engineer, you have to be out there into the field, get to work, interact with people. And if you know anything about, engineering, you spend sometimes the majority of your day in the field or behind the desk, the drawing board and all that. But ultimately, I still find time to hit the gym, work out. If I can't do that, I'll take a walk, all right? If not that, just at home, I have a few weights that I have, and I will just make the day finish off with a good workout.
Would like to know how you make that really practical, because you sound like you juggle so many things and then you still have time to do what you do. So we have this thing where we get to make excuses for the things that we don't want to do. So you are talking about you do this, you do that. You're a career man, you're a family man, you're a father, and you're the firstborn. So your life is practically like any other person.
Yeah.
So how do you manage to find a balance in what you do and make time to work out? Is it something that is just natural, or it's something that you just do out of leisure? How do you do that?
You
And
see,
how do you
Victoria,
balance?
we are beings of habits, right?
Yeah.
And when you're starting something, it's always very uncomfortable.
Of course.
But at the end of the day, if you realize that you need this and it's helping you in coping with the daily stresses of being a professional, a father, an elder brother, and a provider, you will discover that you need this. And if you need this, yes, it will be hard when you're starting, but if you do it on a consistent basis, it becomes something that is just a part of you. If you don't do it, you know that there's something that is missing, right?
Yeah.
And I always say this, if you haven't scheduled it for people that are, I think, in the corporate space, if on a daily calendar, one meeting hasn't been scheduled, you won't think about it. You even actually forget about it. So what I do, I have found one specific period in a day that no matter what, I have to be there.
It's like a ritual.
Exactly. So for me, every day at 18 hours, there's a place that I have to be at. There's a crew that I work out with, and I don't want to disappoint them. So we are a team, and we hold ourselves sort of accountable.
Okay.
If you have missed, what's the reason that you're giving? And
Nice.
as you do that, it becomes, like I said, hardwired. If you miss, not only your bodies will be on you, but you know that there's something that is missing and you feel like your day hasn't been that productive. So in short, schedule it and lock it in. So mine is from 18 to 20 hours. Unless there's a fourth world war that is happening, that I won't show up.
Yeah.
And that's how important that is. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So now you're looking at it from the angle of a man. I'm a woman. I want to work out. Your responsibilities and the things you get to do are different from what I get to do. As a woman, we have all these things. Sometimes if you are married, you have the woman that gets to do most
Of the work.
Yeah, most of the work. She has to do home. She has to attend to the home. She has to
Exactly.
attend to her career. She has to be a mom. She has to be a wife. How would you? I'm sure you have female clients.
I do.
You are a
I do.
certified fitness trainer.
Sure.
And so probably you have clients. And how do you help them navigate through that?
Yeah.
Female clients specifically.
So, one of the things for sure, you can never run away from the core responsibilities as either a mom or a sister and a wife.
Yeah.
You need that because there are people around you that are thriving because of you. But at the end of the day, for the clients, I always tell them this. If you don't eat as much as you are not supposed to, then even how much you need to work out to break down the food becomes very less.
Okay. I'm sure we'll get to that in detail at some point.
Let me rephrase it this way.
Okay.
What you don't burn remains in your body and it turns into fat.
Okay.
So if you know that you're a very busy person getting to do this and that, then even your meals need to be very selective.
Okay.
I always say this again to my clients. How you look like is 80% of what you're eating or what's on your plate. So your
Okay.
kitchen literally makes who you are.
Okay.
20% is the physical aspect of it. So if you know
Wow,
that you are
that's
that,
interesting.
exactly. So if you know that you're that busy and time is really tight for you to just do the full workout to burn off whatever you've eaten, then make sure that what you're eating is just nourishment. You can treat yourself. but then of course, just watch how much of the quantities that you're having on your plate. That way, it won't force you so much to find an hour or two to go into the gym and break down that aspect, because you're already watching what you're eating and it's helping you stay fit.
Okay, we like that leakage. All right, so when I look at people that work out, sometimes it feels like it's a lot, and I'm sure I'm not the only one.
No, you're not.
Because it feels like it's I have to lift all of that. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Sometimes we lie to ourselves. Like, I've started some habits that I have not really been consistent with.
Yeah.
But one way or the other, along the way, they fall off. We just stop doing that.
Exactly.
But before we get into the dieting, what foods to eat, how to work out, what is physical fitness to you?
Physical fitness to me is, what is the state of your heart?
Okay.
It's not so much about the muscles. It's not so much about the curves that most ladies would chase, into the gym.
And men?
And men, of course. It's the state of your heart. How strong is your heart? Your heart is a muscle, by the way. So as long as you're not giving it work to do, pumping blood, which most of the times is only possible when you are physically putting attention on the muscles, then it weakens. Any muscle that you're not using just weakens. So for me, it's about, can you do something that allows the heart to pump blood? And by so doing, because it's a muscle, it becomes stronger.
Okay.
That's why there are cases of somebody who hasn't done any workout or hasn't done any marathon in a while. The day they do that, because their heart has weakened, they may actually end up collapsing. That's because their heart, the state of the heart has just, become weak, and that is really bad. So physical fitness to me, apart from the muscles, apart from making your bones stronger, primarily if your heart is strong enough, it's able to pump blood to the rest of your body. And that has so many benefits to your overall being.
Nice.
Yeah.
They say that the life of every human, the life of every creature is in the blood. So I think I get what you mean when you say that. Okay, so how did you discover this passion? Is it something that you just woke up to do? Is it, you talked about it being a habit. How did you start? Where did you start from? I'd like to know how
Where
you started.
it came from, right?
Where it came from, who inspired it? Was it a neighbor? Was it a friend? Was it, what happened?
I think I'll try to dive back as far as, 20 years ago? I'm not going to disclose my age,
Okay.
but I'm quite old.
But I'm curious. I will ask you off.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Growing up, I don't know, maybe I was 9, 10, 11 years old. We would always look at people like, this is my story now, right? People like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's in the gym, he's working out. And then at some point, for people that have lived that long, there used to be chewing gums.
Okay.
If you unwrap it, inside you'd find a very short sticker of a bodybuilder.
No, yeah.
So you'd have your bubble gum,
Remember that.
get the stickers, put somewhere. For me and my crew, that was our go-to treat, because we would find those stickers, and in our head it's about, oof, I need to get me some muscles. Yeah. Fast forward, life happens, you don't chase the muscles as much as you want. In 2014, I get a job at an institution to lecture, which I still do, by the way. And I discover myself working from as early as 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But surprisingly, I don't feel the need to eat. My weight back then was really bad, low. For a man, I think I was weighing under, I'd even say 55.
Wow.
And you're standing in front of people. So I discovered that even students address you in a certain way based on how you look physically.
Of course.
One moment I'm in the office. I'm thinking, okay, how can I improve my appetite? Because you can't be in an office a whole full entire day.
And you're weighing
then
55 kgs.
Exactly. And then you get back home, the only thing that you feel like eating, maybe just like 2 slices of bread and some juice, and then you want to sleep.
And at that point, you're a bachelor.
I was a bachelor, exactly. So nobody to cook for me. No motivation to eat either. So what do I do one day? I have so much space and time in the office, so I Google, how can I increase my appetite without using pills? So I have never been an advocate of appetito pills to get your appetite going.
Neither have I.
Exactly. So I find this guy talking about, he started doing about 100 push-ups every day, consistently for about a month. And he documented that each and every day he would take a video, a very short video or a picture. This brother transformed in a month.
Push-ups.
So I'm like, you know what, push-ups. But he emphasized one thing, can you be very consistent? It doesn't matter if it's a Sabbath, it's Sunday, if it's a Monday, or how busy you were, put in the 100 push-ups. You can do half of them in the morning, come and do half in the evenings before you do that. Victoria, I kid you not, I did that for just about a week. I noticed that I can no longer go a full day to bread. At 22 hours, I would wake up and cook and shimmer. Exactly. So with consistency, I noticed that I was even more energetic. I would sleep better. My mood was even better, you know, at the office. And then this is for the guys. I'm sure they know this. From time to time, you begin to receive compliments from the opposite sex. That becomes a motivation to any brother out there.
Oh, yeah?
So really, if I'm going to say where this all started from, I was very tiny, thin, so to speak. I didn't have appetite.
Yeah.
And so it was a search, how do I increase my appetite? Lifting weights and working out just gave me that appetite, and I began to grow. And so doing, compliments started coming in, and that pushed me to a next level. So yeah, I would say that's where the whole journey started from. And because of that, because of how my life just sort of changed, I thought, how else then can I impact somebody else? How can they sort of jump onto this wagon, get the inspiration, change their lifestyle, and become a better version of themselves as well? I began a fitness sort of page on Facebook where I preach, do
You're the
one or two,
pastor.
exactly, of fitness. Do 1 or 2 workouts every day. Can you just be consistent? Drink your water, get enough sleep. If you don't have the time, just do a walk and all that. So, and the page has sort of grown. And by so doing, people are responding. I'm also reminded to just take care of myself as well.
Awesome. That is an interesting background. I just can't wrap it around my head how you weighed 55 kgs.
Trust me, there are brothers out there
With a
that
bad
still do.
appetite.
Yeah, bad appetites will tell you that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least you had some motivation. You had some motivation, and I know that there's so much. You talked about how you found those bubblegum wraps
Yeah.
that somehow triggered something in
Yeah.
you to want to pursue that. Okay, so I know there's so many myths around fitness, working out, people gaining muscle. What are those? What are some of those that maybe should die out, like now?
Right now.
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
We have a pastor.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. Look, one, fitness, and I like the question that you asked earlier. Fitness isn't about the muscles.
Okay.
You can still be a normal looking person, but it's the state of your heart. How flexible are you? All right, can you do the normal daily tasks that everybody has to do or can do without feeling like you're about to die? How are you going to walk about a kilometer and you can't walk anymore? That's not just right.
Okay.
All right. So at the end of the day, you want to find yourself doing the things that are going to benefit you going forward. I think I've lost track of the question that you actually asked.
Oh, I asked about the myths.
The myths.
Around
Exactly.
fitness.
So one, going to the gym doesn't mean that you need to build muscle. No.
That
All
was
right?
one put off for me. When
Uh-huh.
I'm comfortable with
Being-
a certain amount of muscle, especially at the opposite sex. I'm comfortable with a certain level of muscle, but not when it goes beyond.
I see.
When I see things like that, I'm like, for me, it's a put off.
For
me.
I see.
I don't know about other people, but for me, it's a put off.
I have had this sort of similar conversations with a couple of clients. They actually do align with what you just said.
Okay.
All right. Then two, being physically fit or healthy does not mean that you need to go to the gym. You can if you can afford the pricing, right? But if you can't, like I indicated, it's just about the state of your heart. Can you walk about 1 kilometer?
Yeah.
Can
Anybody
you
can walk.
exactly?
You don't have to pay to walk.
Exactly. For the sisters, I know they want to stay snatched. Can you do squats?
Okay.
Even just about 50 in a day. If you did that consistently, one, the muscles of your legs, the heart is involved, changes everything. For the brothers, they want the shoulders, the chest. Can you do push-ups 50 in a day?
We need to have conversations about equalizing the muscle for the men.
That's
They
a very
work
good.
on the top.
And then they leave
forget
out that
the
part.
bottom.
I hope it's
I
not the
don't
case
know
with Maya
why.
as well.
No. I think you're okay.
I'm okay, right?
You're perfect.
Great. So there's that. People always think that you have to go to the gym. And then, of course, in Zambia, on average, I think gym subscription ranges between $750 and $1,000. For one economy like ours, that is very intimidating for anyone to even think about it.
Yeah.
So I'm here to say it's a myth, Buster. You don't need to go to the gym. Be at home, do whatever you can, engage your heart, do it consistently, you begin to see the results. The other thing is, no, you need to eat very expensive foods. The broccoli, the
Protein
berries,
shakes.
the protein shakes. You don't need to do that. I know, and I'm putting myself out there.
Okay.
I have had people in my inbox asking, what supplements are you taking or what protein shakes are you taking? I'll tell you one thing, I don't take any protein shakes.
Okay.
But I may take occasionally, when I've had a long day, I don't feel the need to, I will take what we call a pre-workout. Very healthy, very normal.
Is that
Okay.
food? What is that?
So
Is it a beverage?
it's just, it gives you that extra push, to be in the gym and all that, all right? The other myth that I can pass out there is that you can be healthy by sleeping 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. And that's not enough. If you are going to the gym, if you're working out, there's a lot of muscle that you're breaking down. The only time that you're building back up is when you're having adequate sleep.
What if you have a job that's so demanding or a lifestyle that is so demanding that round the clock, it only gives you about 5 hours of sleep? What do you do?
That, in most cases, is a bit tricky. 5 hours could be a stretch that I can say maybe this is workable. But during the whole full day, if you are able to have what you call them,
Naps,
naps,
siesta.
those do actually do help. But then you make things worse by, let's say, eating bad food. So if you know that your day is that crazy that you only have about 5 hours to sleep, then your drinking of water should be prioritized.
Okay.
Your eating of clean foods should be prioritized.
What is clean and what is bad? You say bad food and then now you say clean food. Is it that I should wash it before I eat it?
That's a very good question.
what is clean
So
food?
in the fitness space, when we say clean food, we mean healthy foods.
Okay.
Less sugar, more water in them. They need to have fiber in them.
Okay.
Protein, which is a building block of a muscle fiber out there, very important. So when I say good food, clean food, we mean prioritize healthy meals. And staying on that point, it doesn't mean that you should be getting the most expensive foods out there. Beans, which is just literally everywhere.
Yeah.
It's got good amounts of protein. Capenta.
Capenta. One of my favorite.
See
I
that?
love capenta.
I talked of you need fiber, right? The vegetables, they do have the right amounts of fiber. And if you can manage eggs, boiled eggs. Between a boiled egg and a fried one, I would always say go for a boiled one.
Of course.
Exactly.
Less
so
fat.
exactly.
Less bad fat.
Exactly. So there's that part as well. I hope I've answered some of the myths that are existing out there.
I think so. I think we'll bring some of them out
Yeah.
once they
We're
get
there.
to just okay, so I know that we, as I said earlier, we make excuses for things that we don't want to do, and mostly we do not want to do the hard stuff. Working out seems like a whole lot of work, and earlier you said it's about building habits. So marrying the physical activity itself and food. You talking about clean food, healthy food, some of the things that should be eaten. You mentioned supplements. You mentioned all the protein shakes. What is maybe the most practical or easiest way to break down your eating habits in a day? Like when you work out, how do you just allocate time? When do you eat? Do you eat any time? Do you eat before the gym? Do you eat before you work out?
Yeah. Okay, so from a trainer, that is a very broad question because usually it's about that client. What are their goals? So obviously for a brother, for a man, you want to build muscle. And so you eat in a certain way. So there's an amount of carbs that you need to have, an amount of definitely protein that needs to be there, fats and vegetables. But for some sisters out there that want to lose a bit of some weight, they can't eat like a brother who's building muscle. All right. But for me personally, as I am, and I think I even indicated this, who you are and how you look like is 80% of what you're eating. And we always say that you cannot out-train a bad diet.
Yeah, no.
So you can be in the gym 3, 4, 5 hours. If you go back home and just eat trash, so to speak, then you won't change or you won't see the results that you're looking for. So personally, I prioritize protein.
Okay.
I'm starting off my day with enough protein. Where do I get the protein? I'll have the boiled eggs.
Or even porridge.
Even
with groundnuts.
porridge, exactly, exactly. And then there's the groundnuts, porridge. There's the soy porridge, very rich in protein as well. Apart from that, if I'm going to have some carbs, maybe bread, I'll try to go for brown bread. So swap the white for the brown bread. And there are many benefits for that. So it's a small things that you do. The other thing that I'll do maybe for breakfast, getting enough water. You want to drink water. You cannot begin your day on coffee or tea.
A lot of caffeine.
No, you can't just do that. Okay, your body was resting. How are you waking it up just to sugars? So have enough water. It could be some lemon water. It could be some warm water, or just normal room temperature water. All right. The other thing that I'll do, once I've had my breakfast, look, you need to give your body enough time to digest.
Of course.
And the way the body was designed is in a way that every time you eat, right, it's forced to burn the food, whatever you've put in your system. So if the goal is to reduce on fat but have muscle, then when you've eaten that meal, give it enough time for the body to digest up until you feel the need to eat again or when it's lunchtime.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So getting to lunchtime, what you want to have is, I always say this is the biggest, period or session. You can have your biggest meal. So for those of us that feel like I want to eat as much as I can, lunch is the perfect time you can do that. Why? Because you've got so many hours from lunch up until you go to bed. Okay. So, but then again, prioritize protein. And this is not just for the brothers, even for the sisters as well. The reason why I'm saying prioritize protein is it's a building block of muscle. More people or people that have got more muscle, they find it easy to burn fat.
Okay.
So the less muscle you have, the harder it is for you to burn fat.
So it has to
Muscle,
balance.
exactly. Muscle is very beneficial to you, not just men, but for women as well. Why? Because it's, what's that word? It's a metabolic sink of energy. So the more muscle you have, the easier it is to burn whatever you've eaten. So as I'm saying, each and every meal needs to have protein. Have your protein there. It could be maybe chicken, some beef. The vegetable should be there. Your nshima should be there as well. I have never told any client to cut away nshima. It's who we are. But I always preach this: have it in moderation and know when to have it. Get into the radish itself as well. Between something which is fried, a fried piece of chicken, and something grilled, I think you know what to do.
Grilled.
Grill
Tastes
it
better.
or charcoal burn it. You know what I mean? Prepare it like that.
Or smoke it.
Or smoke it, exactly. Again, once you have that meal, if you want to have some 16, as we call it, you can have a snack. But again, watch the type of a snack that you want to
By
have.
the way, 16.
It's the stuff that we grew up on.
16, yes. 16.
Yeah.
It's a snack, yeah.
It's a snack.
In
Again,
between
in
meals.
between meals, exactly. Most likely between lunch and dinner. But again, what makes a snack? If you are thinking a cupcake or a donut or a piece of cake is a snack, you are taking back your fitness levels.
Okay.
Have something that has got fiber.
What do we do with some of us who have a sweet tooth?
I'm gonna get there. Right?
Because I
So-
love sweet stuff.
I know. I do too.
Okay.
My probably biggest weakness is chocolate. You buy me chocolate, look, I'm gonna find a way of just
We
getting
should
it.
not be each other's company.
But then what I always do is that I find the right time to do that.
Okay.
And it's a very good question. When do you have your sweet, treat? When you've had a balanced meal.
Okay.
Having the protein, a bit of some carbs, some fats, some fiber, then afterwards, that's when you can have something not very, but just something sweet that you want to have.
Okay.
What we discourage clients from doing is that you cannot be on an empty stomach putting in something as sugary as a cake. You just can't do that.
Wow. We want quick energy, and that's something that's going to
It's
spike my energy levels.
that's a very bad idea. Apart from spiking your energy levels, you know the other thing that should spike? Your insulin levels.
Wow.
And once they go up and then they drop, I don't know if you've ever felt this. You've had your sugar, could be in shima, a big in shima, right?
Yeah.
When you're eating, you feel the energy and then suddenly it just drops. What do you feel like doing? Sleeping, right? And we always say shima is like piriton.
Yeah,
No, it's the sugar in the shima. And ideally, a meal is not supposed to make you feel that way. You've eaten, if you're eating for the right reason and nourishment,
That's
it should
interesting.
it
It's
should
making
be
sense.
exactly. It should energize you. But the moment you eat something, especially that is full in sugar, trust me, the energy levels just slump down, and then you feel the need to just nap. So the best time you can have that, either one, you're about to go work out because you need the energy, and you're gonna burn it off.
Okay.
Or after a meal that is balanced, then you can have your sweet treat, but never on an empty stomach. How you just waking up as early as 6
And the first thing
and
I
a
touch
piece
is
of
chocolate.
cake. No, you can't do that. So that looks like my full day. I'm not yet done. For my dinner, it has to be very light.
Okay.
I said your lunch has to be an opportunity for you to have as big of a meal as you can. And for your dinner, it has to be very light. It has to be foods that they'll take less to digest. So just putting out there, meat, for instance, is a very bad idea to have at night. Have it at lunch.
Yeah.
Why? Because meat will take about 3, 4, 5, 6 hours sometimes to just fully digest.
And it takes days actually
True.
to leave your system.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, sleep is very important as well. If you're going to bed with a full belly, then you're not going to sleep the way you should. Why? Because the body cannot really rest up until whatever is in your stomach has been utilized.
Exactly.
So have something very light for dinner and have it early enough.
To allow digestion.
Exactly. Have a meal 2 hours before you go to bed. So it's a very bad idea to have a meal just right now and then directly go to sleep. So sometimes people go and they wake up and say, I had a nightmare. No, must be the food that you ate. Your body was just trying to juggle everything together. So let's start apart.
Your brain is working against you.
Exactly.
All right, so this is another episode on Victoria's Health Diaries, and it is powered by Chamba Valley Exotic Hotel. We are right here. You can hear some people work out. It is happening right here. So if you're looking for a place, we're talking about physical fitness, you're looking for a place to work out, this is your place. Just come through and you'll be run through how the programs can be shifted around your activities or your daily activities, and they'll be glad to help you and run you through all of that. So they have literally so much. We'll get to show you at some point, but for now, we are still with our fitness trainer, a certified fitness trainer. And if you need someone to help you through this journey, if you're someone who has never worked out a day in your life, like I have never, though people don't believe it, but I've never worked out a day in my life. So, yeah, I did, just for a week. And that was sometime in 2014. Yeah. So other than that, I've never really worked out.
I equally found it hard to believe. That's why I asked the question to say, look, if you haven't been working out, then are you particular with what you're eating?
Not really.
Which you gave me an answer
Maybe
which I wasn't
now.
looking for. But again, I wanted to say this concerning your probably well-being, right? We are different individuals and our metabolisms work differently. I'm sure you've come across people that can eat as much as they want, but they never gain.
Yeah, like my
right?
sister and my daughter.
But then there are people,
Yeah.
just a very, very tiny meals, you can see how they are changing.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, to your story and your well-being, for people to learn, look, it's about understanding who you are. Just because your friend is having a whole full bar of a chocolate doesn't mean they should do the same.
Yeah.
Their body's working a different way than yours. So what works for you, what doesn't work for you. So as a certified trainer, I have to sit down with you, understand how you work and how you burn off, meals, so that I can create something tailored to your specifications, such as what kind of work do you do? What times do you think you can work out? What is your diet like? Do you have any allergies? All right. So for me, I thought you were just keeping it to yourself, but you have worked out before. It's very shocking that you have never.
Never.
Okay.
And anyway, that is something that has to be a part of my life, and I'll be truly glad to take you through, to take someone through my fitness journey.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
how we get to start working out, the do's and don'ts, because whatever you do not, I believe in experiential knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, so I experience what I get to share. Most of what I know about life and living is from experience. So I cannot share what I have not experienced personally. So
True.
I can't wait to get to get working on this side of my life. So if you had to pick just one daily habit for long-term health, what would it be?
I would say walking.
Okay.
It seems very basic and very practical. Less tension on the joints. Any person, a newbie can do that. I mean, we walk every day. Okay, so just dedicate a certain space period that you can do that. But then coupled to walking, I would say avoid or watch the amounts of sugar that you're eating. And sugar doesn't just mean what you're putting in your teacup or whatever. It's in the foods, the carbs as well. If you're able to minimize how much sugar you're having in your system and walking, that is enough.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much. I really look forward to the next episode where we get to share more insights on physical fitness.
Absolutely.
And getting it from the professional himself would be the best. I think that what we have talked about is very practical. It's very easy, and I'm sure someone there is saying, "Oh, okay, it's not as complicated as
No, it's not.
we make it seem or we make it look like." And so, truly grateful. It's an honor to have you.
Thank you for having me.
And I can't wait to be run through the basic steps
The rest of it. Absolutely, sure.
of my fitness journey. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, so if you have been listening, this is Victoria's Health Diaries, and we are glad that you have been part of this journey. And I'm looking forward to having you on the next episode so that you don't miss out. So this is just the beginning. Physical fitness is broad, as we get to say, and health as well is vast. So for this segment, we were looking at physical fitness and its overall impact on your well-being. So you've heard it from the professional himself. This is Mr. Mwiya, Imasiku, right?
Imasiku.
Imasiku. Jesus
You owe me for
Christ.
that.
I'm sorry. Okay, so Mr. Mwiya, Imasiku, Michelo, got that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you so much. This is where we get to leave it for now, but make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Let somebody know that we are doing it and we are making it practical. These are practical steps for you to be healthy and stay healthy. All right, so as I said earlier, this episode has been powered by Chamber Valley Exotic Hotels. This place is beautiful, it's lovely. You get to have all sorts of equipment, variety that you can use to just keep yourself active, physically active, and keep yourself healthy. Aside from that, there's the lodging itself. They have beautiful rooms, and of course they have a beautiful pool just right outside where we are. When you're from working out, you can also work out your muscle through swimming. Swimming is actually part of physical fitness, so you can get yourself that. This and all these other services can be found right here at Chamber Valley Exotic Hotel, right in Lusaka. Thank you so much, and till the next one.
Catch Victoria's Health Diaries every Sunday at 19 hours.